Hello students, welcome back to part 2 of session 5. In part 1 of session 5, we discussed in detail how to prepare royalty chart for the first problem. I explained you in detail about each and every column of royalty chart, and even we recorded all the figures relating to lease period, that is from 2010 to 2014. Now we have to prepare accounts in the books of lessee. I think you have already come across change that you are supposed to do in the first sentence of the problem. On 1st January 2010, S Limited got on lease some land for a minimum rent, because when we look at solution part of this problem, they solved it taking into consideration S Limited as lessee, not as lessor. If there is a sentence like S Limited leased some land, it indicates that S Limited is a lessor. That's why you have to make correction in that sentence. You should change it to S Limited got on lease some land. Whenever you get some asset on lease, it means you are lessee, not lessor. So we are preparing accounts in the books of S Limited, considering him as a lessee by making changes particularly in the first sentence. So when we prepare accounts, so now the question is, what are all the important accounts to be prepared in the books of lessee? So in the books of lessee, we have to prepare royalties account, short working account, landlord account. Why landlord? Landlord here means lessor. Try to understand. If name of lessor is not noun, so you have to write it as lessor account, otherwise a landlord account. These are the three important accounts to be prepared in the books of lessee. In the books of lessor, we have to prepare royalty receivable account, short working allowable account, and lessee's account. Anyway, it is in the books of lessee now we are preparing. So whichever the accounts we prepare in the books of lessee or lessor, we should concentrate on royalty chart first. So first look at the first situation. If you look at first situation, minimum rent is 3,000 and royalty is 1,500. So means first year. So 3,000 is minimum rent, 1,500 is royalty. This first year is as equal as second situation which we discussed while we were studying how to pass entries in the books of lessee. What is that situation? When minimum rent is more than the royalty, how to pass entry in the books of lessor as well as lessee. That is what we studied. So if you look at that second situation, so both in the books of lessor and lessee, we can pass due entry without opening minimum rent account or with opening minimum rent account. Only when there is indication in the problem, we have to prepare minimum rent account, then we have to pass due entry under first situation and second situation by opening minimum rent account. In this problem, nowhere they specified we have to open minimum rent account. They asked us to prepare necessary accounts. So that's why we are not opening minimum rent account. Without opening minimum rent account, we are passing due entry. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಮೊದಲ ಎರಡು ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ತರದ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಡ್ಯೂ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ರೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿಯೂ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಮಾಡದೆಯೂ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಮೊದಲ ಎರಡು ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೆನ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ರಾಯಲ್ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎರಡನೇ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೆನ್ ದ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ರೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ ದ ರಾಯಲ್ಟಿ. ಆ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ನಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ನಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ. ಇಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ರೆಂಟ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿಯೂ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಡ್ಯೂ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಮಾಡದೆಯೂ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಯಾವಾಗ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ರೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಡ್ಯೂ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ರೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ವಿತೌಟ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ರೆಂಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ we are passing due entry. So let me move towards preparation of accounts. So when we look at preparation of accounts, first we have to pass due entry in the books of lessee. So what is first year? First year is as equal as second situation. So what is the, without opening minimum rent account, what is the due entry? Due entry is royalty account data, short working account data, to what account? Landlord account. You just look at the chart first year. So royalty is how much? 1,500. Short working is how much? 1,500. To lessor, amount due to lessor is 3,000. So first you should go through landlord account means lesser account. There you have to pass due entry. Once you pass due entry, there are two accounts, royalty and short working. Immediately we should go to royalty account at the end of first year. So royalty account debtor to landlord 1500, short working account debtor to landlord 1500. This is how to pass due entry. Due entry will create impact on three accounts. Then next entry is we have lessee need to pay amount. How much amount? It is there in the last column. How much he need to pay? 3000 rupees. So whenever lessee pays it, what's the journal entry? Journal entry is landlord account debtor, lesser account debtor to bank account or cash account 3000. So lesser account will get closes. We are not opening bank account again. Try to understand. We are opening only 3 account. So now at the end of the year we have to close royalties account and short working account by transferring it to profit and loss account. So what's the journal entry? Profit and loss account debtor to royalties account. We are not closing the short working. Profit and loss account debtor to royalties account. We are closing royalties account. Short working we are carrying forward. Why we are carrying forward? Because we have 2 more years to recoup it. From the year of occurrence, how many years are there? 2 years. That's why by balance carried down 1500. If you look at this column here, we have carried forward to next year 1500. That's why short working account shows a balance. By balance carried down 1500. To balance brought down 1500. Now look at second year. So we finished passing entries for first year. Second year situation is as usual like the first year. Royalty is less than the minimum rent. Our minimum rent is more than the royalty. Second situation as usual. First we have to pass due entry in the books of lessee, particularly in lesser account. Journal entry royalty account 4300, short working account 700, to lesser account. So 2 accounts get affected, royalty and short working. So we have to go to royalties account. So to landlord account or lesser account 4300, to short working account 1500. So then at the end of the year, lessee need to pay journal entry lesser account debtor to bank or cash account 5000 rupees. If you look at the last column, it is 5000 rupees. So then we should close royalties account by transferring it to profit and loss account. But we need not close short working because for this 1500, 1 more year is there. So we can carry forward. Again for this 700, 2 more years are there, we can carry forward. So by balance carried down 2200. Next year when we reopen the account, to balance brought down 2200. Let me move towards third year. Third year situation, you just look at the situation. Minimum rent is 10,000, royalty is 11,000 and 1,000 is short working is recouped. So which situation is this? Fourth situation. What is that fourth situation? It says that royalty is more than the minimum rent. Excess royalty is used for recoupment of short working by the lessee. This is what fourth situation. As per fourth situation, we should solve the problem. So what's the journal entry? Journal entry, first we have to pass due entry. Due entry is royalty account debtor 10,000. What is royalty? 10,000. To landlord account or lesser account 10,000. Short working will not come because short working will get debited only when minimum rent is more than the royalty. Here royalty is more than the minimum rent. So royalties account debtor to landlord account to the extent of amount to be payable to whom? Landlord. So then we should move to landlord royalties account. Royalties account debtor, try to understand, to landlord 10,000. Actually royalty is how much? 11,000. To landlord 10,000. To short working because 1,000 is allowed for recoupment of short working to lessee. That's it is last to the it is not last to the lesser but profit to the lessee. That's why royalties account debtor to landlord 10,000, to short working 1,000. So now we move towards short working. There is no short working. This is recoupment of short working. Journal entry royalties account debtor short working. Same entry entered in short working. Royalties account debtor to short working 1,000. And if you look at the chart, it is very clear that we cannot recoup 500. This 500 should be closed by transferring it to profit and loss account, because this is the last year to recoup the first year short working, but the 700 can be moved towards next year or carried forward to next year. That's why in short working account, try to understand by profit and non-recoupment 500, by balance 700. Next year we should open it to balance brought down 700. Now we are moving towards fourth year. I have already informed you. So fourth year means there is a small mistake in minimum rent column. Instead of writing 9,000, they have recorded it as 90. You write it as 9. So you just compare minimum rent with royalty. What is the situation? Minimum rent is equal to royalty. So situation is third situation. You just look at third situation. So what is the journal entry required to be passed? So journal entry required to be passed is amount due. For amount due, we should pass journal entry royalties account data to what account? Landlord account, to the extent of how much? 9,000 rupees. So then we should pass entries even in the books, in which account? In short working account as well as in what is that? Royalty account. You just look at the royalty account. So royalty account debtor to landlord account 9,000 rupees. So then this royalty should be closed by transferring it to profit and loss account after making the payment. So payment is landlord account debtor to bank account 9,000. So landlord account get closes, royalty account should be closed by profit and loss account. What to do with this 700 balance? So this year there is no short working, there is no recoupment, but the 700 cannot be recouped. And this is the last year for recoupment of 700. We cannot recoup. You should close it by transferring it to profit and loss account. That's why if you look at the chart, what we did is the 700 we showed in not carry forward column. So it should be transferred to profit and loss column. So then fifth year we are moving towards. So you just compare royalty with minimum rent. Royalty is more than the minimum rent. So there is excess royalty. Excess royalty is not used for recoupment. So this is last situation. That is nothing but fifth situation. So journal entry, royalties account debtor to landlord account 15,000. So you have to move to royalties account debtor to landlord account 15,000. So this should be closed by transferring it to profit and loss account. Then we need to make the payment. Lessee need to make the payment. Landlord account debtor to bank account 15,000. So then there is no entry in short working. So this is how to pass entry. You just look at the entries which we studied in the books of lessee under second situation, under third situation, under fourth situation, under fifth situation, because first 2 years resemble second situation. It is as equal as second situation. Third year, fourth situation. Fourth year, third situation. Fifth year, last situation. So before preparing all these accounts in the books of lessee, we need to prepare what chart? Royalty chart, which helps us to understand. See, if you look at this chart, it is very clear. 1,500 is carried forward. So in short working account, by balance. Here 1,500 plus 700 is carried forward. So in short working account, we will record it as by balance. So here only 700 is carried forward. 500 is transferred to profit and loss account. So we will record by profit and loss account. By profit and loss account 500, by balance 700. Did you get my point? So this is how this chart helps us to know. If you look at what is the amount paid, so you just look at the last column. So when you pass an entry, landlord account debtor to bank, you have to refer this column. So this is how we should prepare accounts in the books of lessee. In case if they ask us to prepare in the books of lessor, so same chart is the base for preparing accounts in the books of lessor also, but from lessor point of view. So that's all. Remaining problem we will see particularly in next class. So next problem onwards. Thank you. Take care.